Assalamu alaikum everyone, and welcome back to Jasmy video update. And we are retracing right now to the downside as I spoke yesterday, which is quite expected at the moment. And Jasmy is down to 7,348, and I'm looking at this coin trying to move all the way down here. So what I can say is the following: people have their stop losses here. Okay, one stop loss there, one stop loss here. And I'm pretty sure they're going to run through here and maybe just a little bit of a stop loss right over here. So maybe just come down, touch this, and then move back up like that. So you got to think like the market maker, because you have to think like the thief. Be a thief yourself and try to see where possibly can the where can the stop losses be. And actually, yeah, this stop loss and a better stop loss in my opinion is somewhere here, somewhere down here, almost down there, or maybe even the best one, the best out of them all. Yeah, I think the best one is going to be somewhere down near here. So this is where it's around near 5,600 stop loss. That's where the best stop loss might end up being, because this is the right shoulder, or even the ultimate best is when you put below the right shoulder of this inverse head and shoulder right on the daily. If you just zoom out, you got your left shoulder, the head, and then the right shoulder. Now the reason why this is going to be the stop loss, which is actually the perfect one, is because when you destroy the right shoulder, which is this right shoulder, if you destroy the right shoulder, you destroy the whole damn pattern, right? So if you're trading this whole pattern, putting the stop loss down here is where it's actually recommended, because that's where the pattern gets destroyed. Now during that time you might end up coming down, taking out stop loss like this, taking out even this stop loss down here. But if it does end up and taking out that right shoulder stop loss and then close below it, that's really a negative market structure. And I've talked about this as well on Luna Classic videos. And Luna Classic used to have this very similar pattern, inverse head and shoulders, and it destroyed the right shoulder, and now it's actually down. It's really down, even though there was a bullish pattern, broke out just the same way as this one also broke out, but it ended up going down and destroying the pattern itself. So actually we're going to talk about Luna Classic very quickly, because I want to give you an example. And we're going to go to Luna Classic to USDT, open up the Binance exchange here so that I can show you what happened before. All right, I think it was somewhere here. Okay, now I'm just going to remove some of the drawings, and let's talk about this one. So if you look at Luna Classic, we had left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder, right? But what did you do instead? You ended up having this neckline, and what happened here? You broke the neckline. That's where you broke the neckline. Now the better stop loss was where? The better stop loss was somewhere down below the right shoulder. This is where the whole right shoulder was actually residing. And what did you do? You went down, you destroyed the right shoulder. When you destroyed the right shoulder, game over. Okay, you had a technical target to go up, but that didn't happen. And yeah, instead you actually went down, you took the right shoulder, and ever since then everything else is history about Luna Classic. So that's the thing that I want you to avoid when it comes down when it basically comes down to Jasmy. These are the things that you have to keep in mind. Let's look at the weekly, because today is the last day of the week as well. So the weekly isn't really that bad. We have a very nice weekly candle here, but the closing really matters. Okay, the closing of the weekly also matters, and I'm going to tell you why it really matters. So let's bring back the weekly. Do you see this one touch? Do you see that one touch and one touch right over there? All of this were a close below this yellow line. Okay, the closing wasn't actually above the yellow line. We didn't have a bullish closing above this line here. Today is the last day of having a proper closing, and we're gonna get to know what happened. I mean, the daily is amazing. If we go to the daily, that's pretty awesome. If you look at the daily, you got an amazing closing. You got 3 white soldiers actually, and that's so good, so fine so far. Okay, all we need is to stay above this line here and never go below the right shoulder. That's what I really need to see. But the weekly kind of is also really important to see at the weekly, because this is a 1-year pattern, and the weekly is actually has to be respected as well. And if you look at the weekly time frame, of course, we have 9 hours, and if you end up having Jasmy coming down and closing red below the line itself, all the hard work might end up coming off until you don't try to break it above again and then continue to the upside. These are the things that you have to keep in mind. Now, before you leave, I have some offer for you. The offer is the following. I've been trying to help people earn as much as they can. Message me up on Twitter today, and I have a special coin that I'm going to tell you, if you buy and you end up buying, you have the potential, almost 90% chances that you're going to get a good profit out of it. And no, you don't have to pay anything for it. Just message me on Twitter. The link is in the description of the video for Twitter. Hit me up there, say hi, I want to get a coin, tell me. It's more like a signal or free call. Doesn't cost you anything, and you're also going to get an opportunity to be on Discord, which is the place where we share knowledge as well. So that's pretty much it for this update. Come on Twitter, message me up, and I'm going to make you buy that coin, and hopefully you're going to be in profit just for free. And that's it. I'm going to see you in the next one. Allah Hafiz.